totally fine.
Are you just gonna like forget, or you want to apply?
No, I'm never gonna forget. It's just I'm gonna like push it back somewhere in my head. Go about my day, B. Little, and then just something in the back of my head is gonna be there.
Same time, eventually we all find out, well, serve our purpose. But the identity part is truly there. You gotta find your identity.
And then for you, man, for you even find your purpose, man, you gotta figure out who you are, man. You gotta figure out who you are, and that is so hard. Like, people do it though. People do it all the time. People do it all the time. I'll even say a lot of people do it, man. Some people do it and they get carried away a little later. Some people don't never ever find out. They just go to the grave with one thing in their head. No. The worst thing that they did is that they gave us money.
So it wasn't a joke when Dave Chappelle said the worst thing is it was giving niggas money.
Like, that was a joke, for sure. But that shit's so real. That shit's real. It's the worst thing you could have did. Because we were not ready. But real shit. If anything, it just spread it. It just spread. Like, you give a slave money. You know, I'm able to say slave, bro. You give a slave some money, the same knowledge that he had at that time, he's never gonna grow. It's just too much, bro. The first thing I'm focused on is this abundance of something I've never had.
I wrote about that.
That shit's real.
Let's check it out.
I mean, I believe you, G. I believe you. It's just, you know, oh man, that shit's.
Yeah, man. My next day off.
Same thing with education, bro.
My next day off is like a Thursday and Friday. Yeah, every day you got to come by, man.
I mean, I'm down, G. I'm not against it. It's,
well, I come by that.
Like, like, even look at this, like, education, dog. The education was just so. I even tried telling this like a kid, man. That was the worst thing I could have tried to do. But it was nothing against education, like, personally. Like, I believe in it. I believe in being in that environment of learning more than anything in the classrooms. I like the college environment. That shit's dope. Like, you learn from different people.
I do too.
Exactly.
That's why I used to hang out at TSU and UH.
And it's essential. They created that on purpose, bro.
Yeah.
How do you create, like, TSU's right in the middle of a fucking neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it creates a caste system almost. Like, if a college student leaves, bro, the further he goes out, the more he's going to be into the neighborhoods, like 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, all these places of, like, mad Hispanics, crackheads, all these different type of people without, you know?
Okay.
And it's created like that because, like, it's like gentrification. Like I was meaning, like, you push the shit out, literally. You know what I mean? You just you push that shit out, push it out in the outskirts, and in the middle you create this mecca of knowledge, of people willing to learn, willing to sit down and listen to what I have to say, and it may be a bunch of bullshit. Because I don't know. I mean, you know, that professors now, they can create their own books. They can create their own agendas. They can create their own generations, basically. And they're allowing them to. Just moving on past the black man, moving on past the white man, moving on past the Mexican, the Asians, and to the knowledge. So then what's next when racism is out of the question? Because at that point, racism doesn't matter. Because a lot of when you get to a certain amount of knowledge of black, when you get around that area, racism gets kicked out. Then it becomes about the money. Because the only reason why you're racist is because you don't know. That's the only reason. Because if you knew that person, you might actually love that nigga. Just being honest. But then it becomes about the money. That's a whole other thing of racism. Just because you got less than $10,000, bro, I'm not about to talk to you. What for? You may be white too. I'm gonna be white. Just because you broke, though, that's what you got rednecks. You got blue collar and white collar. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. That systematic learning, that systematic racism. Dog, they did a good job in integrating us, man. They did a real good job. It was so smooth, too. I mean, it was a little hiccups here and there, a little march here and there. May burn a bus or two. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, you got black lawyers out here, black liars out here. Excuse me. You got black killers out here killing us. That's their job, and they love it, bro. But they live right next door to you. Mexican killers, white killers, they all the same, bro. We all bleed. We all was born from a woman. That's one thing too that I don't get. Or why we can't empower women. What's so hard about empowering the most powerful thing on this earth? We scared, G. We scared, man. We don't. That's why everything's so erect. Literally, if you look at all the buildings, if you look at things that were created by man, it has to look like a penis. Just being honest. Why do we have skyscrapers? What's the point of building up?
And the White House like a titty.
The White House looks like a white. First of all, the White House is white.
Yeah.
Why is it still to this day called the White House? What's so profound of it? Yes, I know it's history, but its history is it's supposed to be written over. Right. Am I correct?
We got white cake.
You got white cake, and it's called angel's food. And you got black cake, and it's called devil's food. I mean, we should have all known that when what's his name? I mean, shit, we should have known it when we saw it. But then when what's his name made a discussion about it, Malcolm X, which they're trying to write out of history, who's actually out here igniting things. It's one thing they don't like is a passionate nigga, bro. They don't like a nigga that knows what he's talking about. Because you're eventually going to get the better of them. Which we all know. That's why I say anything we touch, anything, and I mean that. We have the Midas touch, literally. Anything we touch or do, whether it be from, like I said, golf, stripping, to playing basketball, porn. Nigga, we the best at everything we fucking want to do. Keyword, we want to do. A lot of us don't want to do shit. Because of this. They took this shit away from us, bro. They put us in apartments. They put us in districts. They put us in wards. They put us in colleges. Yes, I said colleges, man, because colleges, I'm back on that. Colleges are meant to put you in, to teach you. It's like another army, bro. A lot of people come out perfectly fine, and a lot of people go in and leave fucked up because they were not. That shit's not meant for everybody, and it's the systematic way that they teach you, bro. That shit's it's a squeeze you, bro. It's a squeeze you out. If you happen to learn to get out of here with little to no debt, congratulations, you did a good job. You finesse it. You ain't finesse it, but you did a good job. Go ahead, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? They tell you that it's because it shows vigor. It shows that you can sit there for 4 years and take someone's shit. Now I can hire you.
Well,
now you're going to be able to accept my spit when I spit on you. And I tell you you're a nigga. And you ain't going to say nothing because you need this job. You went to school for 5 years and you got $30,000 in debt. You're going to need my job, nigga. By the way, my name's Tom. That's how it is, B. And I don't know, man. We not doing anything to do it. We're not doing anything about it. I'll say that. I mean, there's a businesses out here doing good. Black businesses. That's it. Oprah. She has her own television show. Her own television program. Shit, my bad. Network. It's called OWN. That's nice. But even she has a boss. Believe it or not, even she has a boss. So there's no way that they're gonna let you teach the correct way. They're gonna always find you and censor you. So what do you do after that? Fucking leave, dog. The place was never for us in the first place. It was never for us. Just figure out the system. Go somewhere else. Figure out that system. Go somewhere else, bro. The earth was not meant for you to just sit somewhere and settle.
So it said to migrate?
Not just migrate, bro. The earth was yours. God made this for us. Erica Badu said it best, B. Living is free. Real shit. Living is free. You can go out here and just live, bro. But if you don't know, you end up paying for everything. Real shit. And that's what we doing. Paying for everything. Soon we're gonna be paying for breathing. Shit, I mean, I know you saw a taste of it in them space movies. You know, they have to build a life support system on each and every spacecraft.
Yeah. Matter of fact, there was
You know we got pollution, right?
yeah.
You know, now that they're building air filtration systems into homes now. Well, they've been doing it for a couple of years.
Yeah, China over in Europe and China, it's one real big billboard that converts there. Just a demo test.
You gotta pay for that. Tell me, bro. Niggas is already, you know, ever since the borders let up, I already heard of different companies that have started cornering off rivers and large bodies of water just so they can sell it to the people. And it's like, they've been doing that for years with the water, and they about to start doing this with this air, and ain't no telling what else they gonna do. So it's like,
What's it? Land, water, air, what? Sunlight.
you take everything that God gave you, bro. The devil's really good at tainting God, like at this, what you saying, perverting God's gifts. The devil's really good at that. And you know they said that when the rapture happens, you'll know. You hear two bells. The bells to raise the dead and the bells to bring your people home. And the rest, God, the devil, have his fun. Do whatever that him and God agreed upon. Because I told you this the time we talked, that it was never a war, bro. People like to say it's a war for your soul. The war's already been won, D. In the meantime, you know, you gotta figure it out. But if money was never a problem, G, like this whole currency thing, be straight, dog. Be straight. I don't think, which I knew he didn't, but I don't think God ever designed it to be like this. Living like the way we live, I told you, it's a sin. Like, just living below what we want to do, it's a sin, B. It's a sin. And the only reason why we have perverted thoughts is because it was taught to us. You know, it's how we saw things. It's how it's delivered to us. You know, easy to take pills. Dragon Ball Z. Take one pill, take one bean, and you good. You know what I'm saying?
What's that cartoon called? Puppy Power, Super Dog. You just got whatever. Some superhero dog back from like the older cartoon. He used to pop a pill and he used to be able to fly around and shit.
Popeye with the spinach.
Something green could knock out Bruno, knock out the shark.
You know what I'm saying? This country used to endorse
What's
buying hemp.
Scooby Doo. He's scared as hell. Yeah. He feels scared as shit. He pop a pill, get a Scooby snack. They can be ready to fight crime and he scare ghosts.
And it's like, even with Courage the Cowardly Dog, that dog saw everything, but no one listened to it.